Hello, my name is Jim Thomas, and welcome to the Fitness Management Update. Our topic today is 7 ways to keep your gym staff motivated. Number one on our list is you want to involve staff members. Now, one of the things that we know is true is when you ask opinion, when you show that you value what they think, when they get a chance to share their voice, to share their thoughts, they're going to be more motivated, they're going to be more involved. One of the ways that I've always worked inside a gym is, say I've got this is maybe the straight and narrow of how this gym needs to be run. And there's a lot of ways you can do it within there. And so what I'm going to do when I'm talking to staff members and getting their thoughts, getting their opinions, I'm certainly not going to do everything that they want, but if it fits the parameters of what we're trying to accomplish, I am going to look for ways to say yes. So, involve your staff members in this process. Next is you want to communicate with your staff. It's not a, no news is good news mentality. Let them know what's happening, what's working, what's not working, because you really want to hear the same thing from them, what's working, what's not working. You let them know what's working, what's not working, but what's the plan to continue on with the things that are, and what's the plan to fix the things that are not. Next is you want to celebrate individual and overall club performance. One of the things, at the end of every month, it's great to have an all-club meeting, celebrate individual performance. If you're not hitting your numbers necessarily, celebrate a person who went the extra effort, someone who has the great attitude, the best rookie, the best new hire. Celebrate overall club performance as well. So when you start hitting numbers, celebrate this stuff. Don't just, when you hit it, brush it off and go to the next month. Make sure you're acknowledging this. Next is you want to set challenging goals. Don't just be setting goals that are easy to reach. Set some goals that are challenging. If you think about it, to do 100 sales in a month, depending on where your club is at, that's just barely, a little over 3 sales a day. Nothing insurmountable about that. Yeah, we might look at that 100 as being, overwhelming in some cases. So, set some challenging goals, but then put a plan together to reach those goals. And the thing you want to remember when you do this, when you set those big goals, never change them. What you're going to change if you're struggling is change the level of action and change that plan, to help make sure that you hit it. Next, in terms of keeping your staff motivated, make sure they have all the tools to succeed. I speak to so many owners out there that are, operators, and so many managers that really want to do a good job. They really want to perform. They simply don't have the tools to do it. They simply don't have the resources to do, and they're shotgunning it. They're trial and erroring things, and it wears them down. And so make sure your staff has the proper tools, not only from resources, but also from training and things of this nature. Next is you want to make sure that you manage poor performance. And what I mean by that is if you have someone that has a poor attitude, they're not performing, they're not doing what they're supposed to do, this needs to be addressed. And it needs to be addressed, A, to help that person, but B, it also needs to be addressed because if you don't address it, you're really telling the rest of your staff, here's what I'm willing to accept. And you do not want to lower that bar like that. So make sure poor performance is managed. Make sure there's a system in place, to properly handle that. And then finally, for you managers, for you owners, leadership by example. All of these things we're talking about, make sure you're doing it. Make sure you're doing the right things. In addition to leadership by example, I would even add in there, walk in their shoes for a while. If you've got salespeople that, maybe are struggling, well, hop back in there, get into rotation, make some calls, sell some memberships, get out there on the workout floor, work the front desk, know how other people are feeling in the day-to-day performance of what they're doing. So, lead by example, get out there, roll your sleeves up, and do the work right along with them. My name is Jim Thomas, and this has been the Fitness Management Update.